Everybody, welcome back once again to another episode of Learn Data Analytics with Blessing. And in today's video, we'll be looking at the joins clause. And what is this join clause used for? It is used to combine rows from two or more tables based on a related column between them. Remember how we did merging of queries in Power Query, both in Microsoft Excel and Power BI? That is the same thing we'll be doing here, where you merge two tables together based on a common column between them. So here we have two tables. I just created them. So the link to this data would be in the description, so you can download and also use the same thing. So I have two tables here that I created for dim customers as well as for sales orders. What I want to do is to combine these two tables together. So let me just remove this, so I will make a mistake of dropping that. So I have these two tables here for sales orders and for dim customers. We have it here. Now, what is that column common between both? We have customer ID that is common between both tables. I want to match these orders to the customer details table. So how do I do that? First, we'll be looking at the left join. What does left join means? It means return everything on the left table, then merge records that matches it on the right table to it. I'm going to say, okay, to join this join, I would say select, first let's select everything, select all from my sales orders, then left join what? Left join the dim customers. You have to go ahead and use the on what? The common column, which is the customer ID. On, it has to be first the customer ID coming from the sales orders, then the one coming from dim customers. So we say on the sales orders dot customer ID. So I'm saying the customer ID coming from the sales orders equal to the one coming from the dim customers dot customer ID. Let's run this. F5 to execute this. So you'll see something. It returned everything on the left table, 1 2 3 4 6, then merge it with what matches on the right table. But you notice it returned null for this person here, for this particular customer. That's because we don't have any record for that person on the dim customer table. So let's run the dim customer table and see. F5, you notice we don't have any customer with the customer ID 6. So let's go back and let's look at right join. And what is right join? Right join is return everything on the right table, then merge it with whatever matches on the left table. For the right joins, I'll just copy this again, Ctrl C, and I'll paste it here. And this time around, I'm going to be using right join. So I'll say right join, then let's run this. F5. So you can see how that it returned every ID from the right table, 1 2 3 4 5, but we can't find record for this person, and that's because we don't have any customer on the orders table with the ID 5. So let's check the sales orders table, F5, and you see we don't have any customer with the ID 5, and that is why it returned that null for that person, because we don't have any record for that person on the sales table. So let's look at the next one, is the inner join. And what is the inner join? Just like when we say intersection, when we say set A intersects set B, it means that any element that is common between set A and set B will be taken, will be filtered out. So let's see. I'll paste it here again, Ctrl V, and this time I'm going to use inner join, or you can just use join. You see the same thing, inner join. So if I do this now, let's run this. F5. So you can see that it only returned 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 for both tables, and that is because this is the ID common between the left table and the right table. So about full join, I'll paste it again. For full join, I'll just change this from left to full. Full join. So let's run this now. So you can see how that's here. Even if we don't have record for this person for this customer ID, which is on the sales order 6, we don't have any record of person on the right table, it still return null null because we are told to merge everything together. For this person, we don't have the record of person on the left table, I mean, so it's return null null for the person. So this is full outer join. So when you're working with join, you don't necessarily have to use the select or select everything. So let's say I want to work with this one for left join. So I'll come here, see, let me bring it down here, paste it. So I don't want to, I can just say, you can specify what you want to see. I want to see the orders ID, comma. I also want to see the customer ID, comma. I want to see the order date, comma. I want to see total amount, comma. Then I want to see customer name, comma. I want to see email as well, comma, and I want to see country. Right? If I run this now, you can see we're already getting this error. Now let's run this and see. First of all, F5. Now you can see that we have this ambiguous column name, customer ID. That's because we have both customer ID in the sales orders table as well as in the dim customer table. So you have to specify which of the customer ID you want to see. Because I'm using left join, I would like to see the customer ID that is coming from the sales orders table. So I'll specify that where the customer ID is coming from the sales orders. So I'm saying order ID sales orders dot customer ID. Then I'll return every other thing here. So let's see when I run this. So I'll run this now, F, and you can see that we have the result. But alias comes handy here. Instead of typing in all these sales orders, I can just come here and say, okay, let me split this. Let me arrange it well. So I have this in this manner. Total amount, the customer name, the email, then the country, all coming from the sales orders. Okay, so I can just say where sales orders are. So let me give it SO, with small letter SO, like this. Then for dim customers, I'll say let dim customers be DC. So I have this alias for them. Instead of coming here to type all these sales orders, I can just use SO like this. I can also specify where all these are coming from. I can say, okay, SO dot XO is coming from this order ID is coming from the sales orders table. Order date is coming from sales orders table as well. The total amount is coming from the sales orders table as well. SO dot. Then we have the customer name that is coming from the customer table. So DC dot. Then we have the email coming from customer table, DC dot. Then we have the country coming from customer table, we have DC dot. So I have this now. Then I'll come here as well at where the on is, change this from sales orders to SO since we now have alias, then D customers to DC. This makes a lot of sense to me compared to how this is so DC. So it makes sense, unlike having the long name of that table combined with the name of the column. So let's run this, we'll see have the same result. F5. And we have this. So this is how you join your table together. Either use left join, use right join, use full outer join if you want all tables to combine together, or you use inner join. You want to return records of IDs common between both tables. This is how you do that. So I hope you've been able to pick one or two from this video. As usual, don't forget to practice because you're practicing better perfection that you're looking for. And if you know that you have someone somewhere that needs to watch this, kindly forward this to them. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're yet to subscribe. Meet again in our next video. Bye.